What's good, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not even close. A lot to get to today. First and foremost, a tip of the cap to Mr. Kalon Johnson. He took me down last night in a showdown. The A's, worst team in baseball, decided to show up. And yes, just for the record, he has been paid. Congratulations to you, sir. Now, Erica was not as lucky. We needed to hit 2 out of 3 overs. We hit the first one early and just couldn't get it done. Here's our recap from yesterday. This is the morning show, and even a bad day for us is not that bad. I mean, even a bad day for us is not that bad, and this was a bad day. Unfortunately, Early Edge in 5, Pirates and Cubs, Nats and Dodgers couldn't get the job done. Erica, I'm so sorry, but we will try to find you a new opportunity because I can't just give her the money, guys, because that would defeat the whole purpose of competition. And with that being said, let's bring in the stars of the show. And look who I have today. Are you serious? Now, I got to say this. I don't know how you two have been doing it behind I know I've been busy, but the Bowman Buckets parlay, I got to admit, I'm kind of here for. Buckets, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. It is great to be back here with you and with Bowman. We've got a lot more Bucket Bowman parlays coming down the pipeline here with soccer starting up, so I'm glad to be here.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Johnny B, good morning.
Morning, Coach. Yeah, we got a couple of Johns on the show today, so I'm excited, ready to get after it.
You do know
three,
what my
three Johns.
I was gonna, you know what my first name is, correct?
I was like, wait a second.
That's okay. I've never had a first name my entire life. All right, a lot to get to. Let's do it. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And I tell you what, if Buckets is back on the show, that means finally we've got some meaningful soccer. But we got to know who is playing. Buckets, you're up first.
Absolutely, Coach. And it's hard to know who's playing sometimes because the roster changes happen so frequently. One thing we're seeing, unfortunately, a lot in these preseason and international friendly matches are injuries and illnesses coming up for big-name players. And this is going to affect how we're betting them for these first couple months of the season. The biggest examples we have is Paul Pogba for Juventus has a meniscus injury today that does require surgery. He'll be out for at least the next 3 months of Juventus' starting 11. We've also seen Sebastian Haller for Borussia Dortmund, who came in to be Haaland's replacement, was diagnosed with testicular cancer earlier this month, so he will be out for the foreseeable future as well. We wish nothing but the speedy recoveries for these players, but this is going to affect how these teams not only play, but how they progress moving forward. So it's our job to know who's in, who's out, and what to expect for these big teams moving forward.
And that is why we have you, the guru, and Brant Sutton, our silent partner here at the Early Edge at SportsLine. Buckets, hang tight. It's now time for the bullpen report. Johnny B, you're up.
I love it. Thank you, AB. We'll get after the bullpen report. Rony Garcia and Michael Pineda head to the IL for a Tigers team that's already down their entire starting rotation. Obviously, that's not good. Shohei Ohtani suffered a bruise above his knee last night. He's listed as day-to-day. And Mike Trout got a cortisone shot. I've had one of those before. They're awesome. But he won't return on Monday when his 10 days are up. But he should be feeling a lot better in a couple of days. Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado are both out because they're unvaccinated. They can't play in Toronto. Mike Zunino and Kevin Kiermaier are both out for the season for the Rays. And Julio Rodriguez is expected back in the lineup tonight for the Mariners.
You know, Johnny, comparing a cortisone shot from actually playing the game and losing 2 or 3 bets in a row, that's not the same thing. You can't get a cortisone shot for that. All right. I just had a thought. You know, we are so fired up for what's going down tonight. Caesar Sportsbook is so fired up for what's going down tonight in New York City, the Subway Series. So I want to do one very special pick right now, right here. So, Johnny, tonight, Yankees on the road, technically, taking on the Mets. What do you like?
Let's do it, Coach. I'm going to go with the Yankees minus 125 against the Mets today. Jordan Montgomery's been good this season, but most noticeably, he hasn't been worse on the road. Taijuan Walker has honestly been dominant this season, but The Mets are only ranked 22nd in weighted on base average against lefties in July, while the Yankees are ranked 3rd in weighted on base average against righties in July. The Mets also just traded for Michael Perez and Daniel Vogelbach, both lefties who will both won't be playing today. Both won't be in the lineup. And the Yankees bullpen is a little bit thin, but they rested after the day off yesterday. So I like the Yankees here.
See, and guess what, Johnny? This is not a showdown, but I like the other side. I like the Mets tonight. They're playing at home. I think that Walker wants to show everybody that he is good enough to take out the Yankees. And let's be honest, the Yankees, you mentioned it, their bullpen has not been great. They've been sliding by with the wins, sliding by in Baltimore. So I like the Mets at home tonight. Who do you back, Bowman or the coach? Caesar Sportsbook is all over the Subway Series. All right, now it's time to get to our board. But before we do that, we've grown so large and so many of you in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't get lazy on me. But we also have to pay those pesky little bills. Here's a word from one of our partners. And we are back. All right, it is time to get to our board for the day. And first and foremost, we've got just one play from SportsLine. And if you're not a SportsLine member yet, what in the world are you doing? You can go to all these other places, all these other shows, and you're always going to come right back here. $10 a month. That's it. No scams, no strings attached. You get it all of us, for $10 a month. So today we're going to go Blue Jays on the run line, -1.5, -105. You just heard Johnny talk about the Cardinals and the players they will not have. So how do we not take Toronto, lay the 1.5, and take them at home tonight against a Cardinals team that will essentially be like AAA, sort of. So we'll take that. We love that play tonight. All right. Now, as I'm looking at the chat, I'm looking at a few different comments. And Buckets with the Chicago bookie look. Nice shirt. Playa. That's just one. Another one says, all you're missing is the gold chain with the chest hair. A man of a million looks. That is our Buckets. But when we get past all of that, when we get past all the jokes, the man is a savage. So, Mr. Buckets, you're up first. Let's go.
Let's do this, Coach. We've got the second leg of the Champions League second round qualifiers. And as we know, with the second leg, we get to actually see a little bit of experience, a little bit of playtime from these matchups in advance. So because of that reason, I have 4 picks for us here today, with this first one starting at 11:30 Eastern time. So make sure to get this in quickly. We have AEK Lanarka versus FC Megaland. We're taking both teams to score here at -105. Megaland is this team with a ton of international experience and a ton of Champions League experience, and they are the kings of disappointing everybody. They have been playing awful, but they're still the better team here. They drew 1-1 in the first league. We're taking them to possibly draw here again with both teams to score. Going into our second match, we've got Sheriff Tiraspol versus NK Maribor. I'm going to tell everybody now, the juice on this one, it is worth the squeeze. Sheriff money line at -165. I would have taken this up to -200. Sheriff is the much better team here, and they play so good in the second leg. They are so dangerous. Going into our third match, we've got the Shamrock Rovers versus PFC Ludogorets Rasgrad. Again, both teams to score at -115 here. Rasgrad embarrassed the Rovers in the first leg, 3-0, and it very easily could have been 4-5-6-0. They just wiped the floor with them. What Shamrock has going into the second leg, though, is the pride of playing in front of their home fans. Shamrock has not lost at home since August of last year. Almost a full year now since their last loss. They love playing for their fans. They're going to get a goal here. Both teams to score. Looks great. And going into our fourth and final pick, we've got Shkupi Kajer versus Dinamo Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb opened the first leg at a -1800 and could not win. They drew 2-2. They've been the embarrassment of Champions League, the butt of every joke over the past week. They are looking for a strong comeback here today. We're taking over 2.5 goals here at -135. They should cover that themselves, but we don't know with this team. So that's what we're looking at.
Some great stuff in the chat. I didn't know Buckets was bilingual. How about my man Ben Shepard? He says, my wife says I'm the king of disappointing everybody as well. Oh, my God. Oh, you guys are too much in the chat. You make our day. You really, really do. So funny. So funny. But you know what's not funny? The fact that none of you have hit the like button. Do that right now for me, please. Thank you very much. Ben, always keeping us on our toes. All right, Buckets, thank you for those 4 big plays today. And remember, the first one starts, you said 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, correct? So that's a little over an hour from right now if you are watching live or listening live on Spotify or Apple. All right. Now, Johnny, we know we've got to make a decision here. So I'm going to leave it up to you because we know the pressure that goes with the last spot on the show. Would you like it today, or do you want me to take it today?
I'm going to leave it up to you, Coach. You've been hot lately, and I kind of want to get my pick in right now. So I'm going to go with the Royals minus 120 against the Angels. Angel Zerpa has pitched very well. I believe that's correct pronunciation. Buckets, you did a lot better than me with pronunciations today. Angel Zerpa has pitched very well in his 2 appearances this season. He'll making just his 4th career appearance, but he's pitched well. The Angels have the 2nd worst weighted on base average against lefties in July. And as I mentioned, they could be without Shohei Ohtani today. Jose Suarez hasn't pitched well, and he definitely doesn't get deep into games, which means a lot of Angels bullpen for the 24th ranked bullpen in July. The Royals have also won 3 of the 4 games between these teams, and they've had a much better bullpen lately. They're ranked 18th as opposed to their usual 29th. So I like the Royals here.
All right. I liked them last night so much that I played them, and they cashed. Yesterday was an awful day for me, and I was 2-3. That's how good I've been lately. I was 2-3, and I feel like I'm gutted. But sometimes you got to lower your – no, we don't lower our expectations. Never lower your expectations. But I just got a thought. You know, when I have a thought, I want to put it out here on the show. My girl, Erica, I feel awful that she did not win last night. But she's back today. She's not crying over her spilled milk. She's in the chat. AB, go ahead and throw her thing up there. I'm going to call a little audible here. She goes, I got 2 plays for you, Coach. Rays on the run line, Red Sox on the money line. So, Erica, hang tight, because here are my 2 plays. You must have been reading my mind. I'm on the Red Sox today on the money line. Minus 140, not bad. 2 teams have been playing awful, just awful. This is not going to be a pretty game. I do not suggest watching it. However, the Red Sox are a better, uglier team than the Guardians are a uglier team. So we're going to take the Red Sox minus 140 for our first play. Then our second play, or third play, I guess, because I'm on the Mets too. Tigers plus 1.5. Now, you might call me crazy, but as I dug a little deeper, Clevenger's on the mound tonight. Yes, he's a pretty good pitcher. But 3 of his last 5 outings where he allowed 1 run or less, all 3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks, all 3. When he faced Colorado, when he faced Seattle, he gave up 4 in each game. So I'm going to take the Tigers, who bounced the Padres last night. I'm going to take them on the run line at even money, plus 100. Can't do any better than that. And Erica, here's what I'm going to do for you. Because I feel so bad about last night. If the Red Sox, very simple, very clean cut, if the Red Sox wins tonight and we win that bet together, I will send you that $100. A second opportunity for you. You won't get a third. You will not get a third. All right. Now, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of AB on the 1s and the 2s, and it looks absolutely glorious on this Tuesday. Johnny B, Yankees, Royals. Buckets, 4 big plays. You'll find those under the Champions League tab at your sports book. If you're going to cash with me, you're going to do with these 3 plays. Red Sox, Tigers on the run line, and Mets on the money line. 1 play from SportsLine itself. Blue Jays lay the 1.5. They will roll over the Cardinals tonight. Now, AB, show your face. There's that big old fat smile that I love so much. What's up, big boy?
What's up? Good show. Good show. Yeah.
I got to say this because I got to give credit where credit is due. In the chat, so many people are raving about the new graphics, and you are the man behind it. So thank you very much.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm glad that everybody likes it. You know what? We're just trying to take a step forward here on the early edge. And you know what? We got more coming, too. Just wait till you see Mikey's with the weather report. I think that one's going to set the tone.
I think so, too. And so just so everybody at home understands, we do this with just our little team. We don't have a bunch of people at CBS helping us out. They let us do our own thing, but they make us do our own thing. and we're here for it. It's fine. We'll get support eventually because they love us. So, AB, what's with the AB3 today, big boy?
Yeah, we got 3 good plays here. I'll tell you what. First off, we're going to go with Braves, Phillies over 7.5. Braves 6-2 to the over with a line of 7.5 this season. These two teams played 8 times so far this season. It's 6-2 to the over. Short number. Let's take that 7.5. Second play, we're going to go Cardinals pitcher Andre Palante, total outs under 15.5. He's made 8 starts this season. He's only made it to 6 innings or more twice this year. Blue Jays are going to get all over him early in this game. Cardinals are fresh. They're going to go to the bullpen. He's not getting to 6 innings. Let's take that one. Last play here. We're going to go with the Rangers and the Mariners over 7.5. Rangers averaging 5.4 runs per game over its last 5. Mariners 66% to the over. George Kirby starts. Look, this sweat might take us all the way to 9 innings, but it's going to get there. So take that over 7.5.
And I think that's a late game tonight, isn't it? 10 o'clock start? I got a lot of rubbing the eyes. Now, we might have an issue, AB. We might have an issue.
What's up?
So my girl Erica says she has Cash App, not Venmo. We've had issues with Cash App. People that got suspended off of Venmo forced to go to Cash App. I'll
tell you what, if it works out to where you have to go to a Walmart, Western Union at 3 a.m, we'll at least film it so everybody can watch it tomorrow.
What are you
Hey, good show.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Don't forget Early Edge in 5 later this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern time. More storylines, more best bets for the night in sports. We grind every single day. I defy you to find another brand that's been here every single day since December 2020. I'll be waiting a long time. But we love it, and we grind for you. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. Johnny B, Buckets, AB on the 1s and the 2s. The jeweler taking a much-needed vacation this week. I am the coach. Tell all your friends you want to be included. You want to be valued. You want to have an opportunity to play with us, the very best in the business. There's only one brand you even need to worry about. We call it the Early Edge. Good luck.